Today we're going to explore the cost difference of living in the Philippines versus the cost difference of living in America. We're going to talk about that right now. Both the Philippines and America are wonderful countries. However, there's a big cost difference between living in the Philippines and living in America. The number one difference is the way of life. You know, in America, it's a different lifestyle. You know, everyone has beautiful houses. Most of them are made out of wood on the West Coast. They can catch on fire, so you have to have lots of fire insurance and earthquake insurance if you live in California. When I lived in America, every day I would get a bill in the mail, whether it was a cell phone bill. In America, they have cell phone monthly rates, and you have to have a 2 or 3 year contract, something like that. However, in the Philippines, you just pay as you go. You load your phone, whether it's internet or texting or calling, and you pay as you go. However, that's not true in America. In America, you have to pay for the service. You get a beautiful iPhone 16, and you pay a lot of money every month for that cell phone. I must admit, people in America have beautiful houses. Maybe on the average, way more nicer houses than in the Philippines. However, these people, it has a cost to it. They have to pay a mortgage payment with an interest. Very few people can go in America and just pay cash for their house. Almost nobody pays cash. They always take a bank loan out with a high interest, and they're paying every month like 95% of the house payment is on interest because they get a 30-year loan, and it costs so much money to make that payment. And also, the loan deduction is so little at the end of every month. So you're paying every month interest, which is really difficult. It's really horrible. However, in the Philippines, it's kind of like you pay as you go. If you build a house or you buy a house, most people usually want cash. The banks don't really finance houses very easy, especially the foreigners. And foreigners cannot typically own property. So they have to buy a condo, a villa, or they have to lease or rent a house. So that's normally how it's done, unless there's a special power of attorney that a foreigner can go ahead and purchase a house through a Filipino's name. But it's very difficult in all ways. But people have to pay cash. A lot of foreigners, when they come to the Philippines, they just rent. It's a lot easier to rent, to just pack your bags and go to another city and just explore the Philippines. That way, if you don't like your neighbors or you don't like the town you're in, you just pack your bags and you can go to another town. America is just so much more expensive to live. Like I mentioned, every day I would get bills in the mail regarding different bills. In the Philippines, we don't even have a good mail system where I live. I have to go to the post office and say, do I have any mail? And once in a while they deliver, but the postal system in the Philippines is not quite like it is in America. And when I make payments on electricity or water, I have to go there and make a payment by hand. However, in America, you mail your payments in. You don't ever go to the utility services and pay by hand. But the Philippines is so much different. And the price of utilities and cost of living is so much cheaper in the Philippines than America.